Hey everyone, Steve here from 11ish, and today I'd like to talk to you about why it's never too late to aim for your wildest dreams. So even at my age, relatively young, I feel like time is speeding up. Life is moving along more like a blur. My memories more of a series of emotions, but some memories I remember vividly because these memories have changed my life. They have influenced me in how I think about success and how I take my day to day. I'd like to share with you some of these stories today. Hopefully, it will motivate you to aim for your success as well. When I was 13 years old, the internet was basically the wild, wild west. There was no real security. There was porn everywhere. It was frankly a kid's dream. Wait, that didn't come out right. I was teaching myself the code, and I was basically pretending to be a hacker, sending out emails allegedly as the president of the United States to bullies in the school and like having laughs about it with friends. One day, my dad came to me and said that, have you heard of this site called Mega Games? And of course, I have because I was, into pirating games, and megagames.com was one of those sites that really helped you play games for free. Apparently, it's run by some 13-year-old, and somebody offered him $1 million for the site. He refused it. I thought it was crazy, but the first thought that came to my mind is the fact that some other 13-year-old is worth $1 million and I can barely afford lunch. I thought that it was too late for me to reach success. I was super depressed, and it was a tough time for 13-year-old. It might sound super stupid to you, but this is not the first time that happened to me. So for most of my teenage years, I've been, playing with business ideas and coding, nothing too serious, because honestly, I thought I missed a chance. Now I'm just trying to make the most out of my rat race, if you will. And then in my senior year of high school, this classmate of mine, Mike Zhang, came to me, hit me up on Messenger and said, "Hey, I'm trying to build a website. Can you help me out?" And I basically brushed him off like an asshole because I thought, I missed my chance. And so he clearly doesn't have a chance either because, we're all too old. We're not 13 anymore. And I thought he was wasting both of our time. Ironically enough, he actually became madly, madly successful. So successful that I'm pretty sure he was the original creator of the idea of photo blogging. He in fact owns the domain name photoblog.com. When I found out that he's become famous and created an original idea, I was like, oh man. Instead of feeling super happy for him, instead of being so like proud to even know someone so successful, I was thinking, man, I just missed my chance again. I just blew it, And the second thought that came to my mind was photo blogging. Why would anyone blog about photos? I wonder if anyone would blog about videos. That led me into my next stupid thought process of thinking I missed my chance. The third time, right after I graduated college, I was having dinner with my dad, and he came to me and he said, "Yo, you've heard of YouTube, right?" YouTube was a big deal by then. It just got sold, which I also knew about. But what I didn't know, what I failed to pay attention, was the fact that apparently the guy that sold the company, his name was also Steve Chen. Now this sounds super vain and super stupid to you guys, but at that moment, again, I thought, man, 3 times now, I thought I was too old. I didn't think I have a good idea, so I didn't do anything to even feign an execution. Essentially, at that moment, I realized that everybody is at different levels of success or different stages of their own roadmap at any given time. And so it's really dumb and irrational to look at myself and think that that guy is more successful than me at a younger age. I can no longer achieve that success because I've missed the mark. It's a terrible reason to use to justify inaction. And everyone's success is relative. right? And so it's really stupid. It's a great idea to use someone else's success as a roadmap. Figure out how they did it because you truly are, proud of their achievement and want to be a part of that success. But it's terrible to look at someone else's success and be jealous and essentially use it to justify inaction. So through that 10 years worth of experience, I think there are some critical key takeaways here. The number one thing is to stop thinking so negatively. Someone else's success is someone else's success, right? It's actually worthwhile to value someone else's accomplishment because it is a big deal. It's not easy to make it. It takes hard work and good timing, not necessarily luck, but good timing to execute a great idea. And it's more emotionally helpful for you to stop thinking so negatively by thinking that someone else is more far along and you're behind. And also that you spend your time more wisely instead of moping. Because when you're moping, you're inactive. Instead of moping, actually doing something and figuring out how they have achieved what you wanted and how you can achieve that too. That extends to the second key takeaway. It really is never too late. Because even if you become crazy successful, there almost always will be, unless you somehow become Bill Gates or Mark Zuckerberg, someone's always going to be more successful than you, right? But that doesn't mean you should give up on what you're looking for in terms of what success is. It just means that you need to milestone out your goals, make things realistic so that you still want to rightfully achieve what you want to achieve, right? Even if you want to become Mark Zuckerberg, you need to have a roadmap for how you can achieve that goal. You can't just say, I want to be a billionaire and then leave it like that, at that, and just like go about life like nothing happened. You have to put together milestones of step-by-steps and checkpoints so that you can understand how you can become a billionaire, if that in fact is your goal. Because, and not necessarily a bad thing, it might actually take multiple generations for you to achieve that goal. If you don't believe it, it'll never happen, right? Once you have those ingredients in your life, then start executing. So I hope you found this video informative and entertaining. If you like this material, please hit the like button and subscribe. And I look forward to working with you next time. I had that brief 1 second moment that YouTube might be a good idea and I brushed it off.